Imagine this. You ace an exam. What explains it? Your prep, luck, an easy grader, or a short test? Whichever answer you lean toward gives a clue about your locus of control. In this video, you'll define locus of control, compare internal and external orientations, see everyday examples, touch on development and culture, and learn how researchers reduce common misunderstandings. At its core, locus of control is a person's belief about where control over life events comes from. An internal locus points to my choices and effort, while an external locus points to luck, fate, powerful others, or the situation. These beliefs don't stay abstract. They guide how we explain outcomes, and in turn, those explanations feed back into motivation, shaping future effort. For instance, imagine missing a deadline. An internal explanation might be I didn't manage my time well. An external one could be the system crashed or my teammate didn't deliver. Both factors may matter, but the explanation you default to shows where your locus leans. That's why psychologists stress internal isn't automatically better, and external isn't just excuse-making. Sometimes traffic, illness, or policy really do determine outcomes. In the end, accuracy matters more than bias. So far, you've defined locus of control, contrasted internal and external, and seen how attributions can reinforce future behavior. Want to turn those milestones into mastery? Tap the link to access the practice test, flashcards, and study guide, then jump right back into the video. Lock in what you learned and keep going. Now that you've seen what locus is and how it plays out in daily life, let's step back and ask, where does it come from? It often develops through a mix of experiences with rewards and consequences, family messages about effort, and broader cultural norms. When people see consistent links between their effort and outcomes, this tends to cultivate an internal orientation. On the other hand, when settings feel unpredictable or uncontrollable, they can nudge people toward external explanations. Beyond its origins, research also shows clear patterns. A more internal orientation often correlates with achievement, motivation, persistence, civic participation, and certain health behaviors. By contrast, a more external orientation can correlate with being more influenced by others. In addition, researchers highlight stress and coping. People with a stronger internal locus often feel more in control during challenges, whereas those with a more external locus may rely more on social support or acceptance strategies. Both approaches can be adaptive, depending on the situation. Now it's your turn. Try this quick check. Which explanations are internal and which are external? Then ask yourself, how accurate are they in context? Finally, a word of caution. Avoid treating internal as good person and external as bad habits. The key is to measure across contexts and encourage balanced causal models, where effort and conditions both matter. To recap, locus of control is your default story about where outcomes come from. Internal points to your own actions. External points to forces outside. Experience and culture shape it, and it often correlates with motivation and participation. But accuracy matters most. Now that you've watched the video, let's see how much you remember. Head to the link in the description where you'll find Quizlet content made just for you.